Hello everyone, welcome here. Today you are going to learning Python interview questions and answers for developer role who are applying as a beginner. So let's begin. So what is Python? List some of keys. It's a key features. So Python, as usual, we have to say Python is a high level interpreted programming language known as readability and simplicity. It supports multiple programming paradigms like procedural, object-oriented and functional programming concepts. So the key features include easy to read and write syntax, open source with a vast community support, extensive standard library, supports dynamic typing and garbage collection, compatibility with major platforms and systems. So the next question, what is pip8 and why it is an important in Python? So pip8 is a Python enhancement proposal that outlines the style guidelines for writing Python code. It's important because of it helps maintain the consistency style across the Python code, making it more readability and easier to understand for developers working collaboratively. So pip8 will help you to write source code in a easiest way to understanding how the syntax is going to be preparing. And the next question, what are the Python list in tuple? How do they differ? So the differences between list and tuple also it might be asked. Both lists and tuples are sequence data types in Python that can store collection of data items, where list will be declared as a square braces and tuples will be declared as a parenthesis. Strongly remember, and lists are like a group of items. Similarly tuples will be. See, lists like mutable, meaning their elements can be modified, removed, added, and doing the corrections. Defining uses like a square braces. Tuples are immutable, meaning they cannot change after creation. Using tuple declaration, it's a parenthesis. Example, list would be 1, 2, 3 with the square brace. Tuples 1, 2, 3 with the parenthesis. So what are the args and KW args? Yes, it's very important. So args is nothing but arguments, and KW args is keyword arguments are used for defining pass a variable number of arguments, which would be countable, maybe uncountable arguments when you want to pass in a scenario of business logic. Yes, we can use to args, might be passing a variable number of positional arguments. Similarly, KW allows you to pass the variable number of keyword arguments. So strongly remember, this is the major difference between these two. So example for defining args 1 star and args and a double star and KW args, we have to define as a parameters and pass the arguments example 1, 2, 3 name equal to Alice and age equal to only arguments you see 1, 2, 3 are name spaces and commas. Simply you can define the data values, whereas KW arguments we can see name equal to Alice, comma, age equal to 25, comma. These are the keyword arguments. So explain the difference between equal to and is operator in Python. So if you are interested to learn online courses in a practical way, yes, join membership program today and learn not only Python, many of vast courses we are added here for with a low price challenge on monthly basis. So let's see and come here to understanding about this query. So equal to operator is a comparative or comparison operator which will compare the data values for two variables. At the same time, is checks the identity, meaning of checks the both variable points to the same object memory location is same or not, it will be done. So in example, if you see A equal to 1, 2, 3, B equal to A, C equal to A slicing, print A equal to means it's a true, where the location and the memory positions are the same. Print A is C is a false, as they are different objects. Got it? Hello everyone, welcome here. Today we are learning Python interview questions and answers for Developers Edition Part 2. So let's begin. These are very important questions to understand how to give a proper response, like a more accurate response to the interviewer. So what is Python dictionary and how it is different from a list? So dictionary is an unordered collection of a key value pairs in Python, and the defining using the curly braces, like a curly braces we'll use to define the Python like a dictionary items. So lists, stored ordered items accessible by their index positions. Dictionary store the data key value pairs, name value pairs accessed by its keys. So an example we may see here by dictionary name, and like a key is a name and value, and age is a key value. So lists are different to like a name, comma, value, comma, value. The same way list we will declare, and list will use for square braces and dictionaries will use for curly braces. This is the major difference between like these two. And what is the list comprehension? Provided an example. List comprehension is a concise way to create a list in Python. It allows you to generate a new list by applying an expression to each item in existing list to another iteratable. So see here, number of numbers is in a variable. 1, 2, 3, 4 is in a list item. At a group of items is assigned to the particular numbers variable. Squares like n to the power 2 for in n in numbers, like the result set we will see like the other set of list items. Explain what is the lambda function is with example. So lambda function is an anonymous function expressed by a single line. It can take any number of arguments but only one expression to be seen in our output. So an example, lambda x comma y parameters x plus y, and add method how we call the same way, passing 2 plus like a 2 comma 3 values, and we will see by addition of 2 plus 3 it's a 5 is an output, the lambda advantages. And what is the purpose of self parameter in Python classes? Yes, self is simply we can say that self parameter in Python used to representing the instance of a class in methods. So it allows you to accessing attributes methods in a class object oriented programming, and self defines this is a particular object, this variable from recommends, and it will be treated as this parameter or this variable will be treated from the particular concerned method only. So in example, my class we can written like a self comma name, it's a init method, and a self comma name equal to name is a variable is assigned the data. So what is init method in Python? So it's a special method in Python also known as a constructor, where the class is initiated like a created, init method would be created inside a class. So it's not mandatory. If you create it, whenever you want to access the class, if the parameters assigned, you can call it by default. When you are accessing the class, this init method automatically initializes and it will be executed. Over any object methods, parameters, if you assigned attributes, it will be also called. And initializes the object's attributes when it's a new instance of a class is created, means new object is created to calling that particular class. Alright. Now this is the declaration init method, and calling the person class by passing the name value as Alice. So the person dot name, when you call it as, you will see the output like this way. So if you feel this video content is a greatly you understood, so please do support for subscribing for this channel. Thank you.